Have you ever felt like you're on the edge of something great, yet somehow unable to break free from the constraints that hold you back? Perhaps you've spent years striving for abundance, working hard, praying, hoping, but the prosperity you've desired still feels just out of reach. It's almost as if there's an invisible force, an unseen barrier, preventing you from accessing the wealth and success that you know are possible for you. The reality is, there are unseen forces at play in our lives, forces that govern not just our material circumstances, but our very thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. These forces can either propel us toward the life of our dreams or hold us back in cycles of limitation. The key to breaking free from these invisible barriers lies within us, in the way we think, feel, and vibrate. In this video, we will dive deep into the concept of prosperity, unlocking the hidden blocks that prevent us from manifesting wealth and abundance. Drawing on insights from visionaries like Joe Dispenza, who explores the science of neuroplasticity and how it can be used to rewire our brains for success, and Napoleon Hill, whose timeless principles in Think and Grow Rich continue to guide millions toward their financial dreams, we will uncover how our thoughts create our reality. This isn't just about the law of attraction or wishful thinking. It's about understanding the quantum mechanics of your mind, learning to reprogram your subconscious, and aligning your entire being with the frequency of abundance. So ask yourself, what invisible barriers are holding me back from the prosperity I deserve? And more importantly, how can I break free from them? This journey begins with understanding how your mind works and how you can use its incredible power to unlock a new reality of financial freedom, personal fulfillment, and deep spiritual alignment with the universe. How often do we find ourselves trapped in patterns of scarcity, unable to break free from the grip of lack, despite our best efforts? It is as if something invisible is working against us, preventing us from achieving the success and abundance we deserve. But what if the barrier lies within us, hidden deep in the subconscious? What if the thoughts and beliefs we hold about money, success, and our worth are the very things keeping us stuck? The truth is, our beliefs shape our reality in profound ways. Limiting beliefs, often formed in childhood or shaped by past experiences, govern our perceptions, actions, and the opportunities we attract. These beliefs are not always conscious. In fact, many of them exist in the background of our minds, silently directing our lives. In this chapter, we'll explore how limiting beliefs work, how they prevent us from manifesting prosperity, and how we can begin to dismantle them. Joe Dispenza, a renowned expert in the field of neuroscience and spirituality, teaches that our brains are hardwired to repeat patterns based on past experiences. He explains that our subconscious mind operates like a computer, storing all of our beliefs, habits, and memories. This programming influences the way we interact with the world and ultimately determines the reality we create. If we've internalized beliefs of scarcity or inadequacy, these beliefs will shape our financial reality, regardless of how much we consciously desire abundance. Limiting beliefs are often rooted in deep-seated fears and traumas, many of which were formed long ago. Perhaps you were raised in an environment where money was always tight and you heard phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "We can't afford that." These seemingly innocent comments can create powerful beliefs about the scarcity of resources, the difficulty of making money, or the idea that wealth is only for the lucky or the privileged. Even as adults, these early beliefs continue to influence our financial choices, blocking us from attracting wealth. Another common belief that many carry is the idea that success and wealth come at the expense of others. We may unconsciously believe that in order to succeed, we must take from others, or that money is inherently tied to greed. This belief can create an internal conflict that prevents us from fully embracing the flow of abundance. If we think that wealth is limited, or that it is bad to seek prosperity, we may subconsciously sabotage our own efforts to create financial success. But how do we identify these limiting beliefs, especially when they're deeply embedded in our subconscious? One of the most powerful tools for uncovering these beliefs is self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise when you think about money, success, or your worth. Do you feel worthy of abundance, or do you feel guilty for wanting more? Do you believe that wealth is only for certain people, or do you recognize that abundance is available to everyone? These questions can help you begin to uncover the unconscious beliefs that are shaping your reality. Another key to identifying limiting beliefs is observing the patterns in your life. Are there recurring struggles or frustrations around money or success? Do you find yourself consistently falling short of your financial goals, even though you put in the effort? These patterns may be a direct reflection of the beliefs you hold about what is possible for you. By becoming aware of these patterns, you can start to trace them back to their roots in limiting beliefs. Once we've identified the limiting beliefs that are holding us back, the next step is to reprogram them. This is where the power of neuroplasticity comes into play. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to form new neural connections and reorganize itself throughout life. Joe Dispenza's work focuses heavily on how we can use the principles of neuroplasticity to rewire our brains for success. By consciously choosing new thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that align with abundance, we can begin to replace old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. Reprogramming our minds requires consistent effort and commitment. It's not enough to simply acknowledge a limiting belief. We must actively replace it with a new, more empowering belief. For example, if you have a belief that money is hard to come by, you can replace it with the affirmation, "Abundance is all around me and I am open to receiving it." Every time the old belief surfaces, you must consciously replace it with the new belief until the new thought becomes the default. Over time, this new programming will become embedded in your subconscious, and your external reality will begin to shift accordingly. One of the most effective methods for reprogramming the subconscious mind is through visualization. By vividly imagining yourself living the life you desire, experiencing financial freedom, enjoying abundant opportunities, and living with purpose, you can send powerful messages to your subconscious mind that align with your goals. When combined with strong positive emotions like gratitude and excitement, visualization becomes a potent tool for manifesting abundance. Another technique that can help dismantle limiting beliefs is journaling. Writing down your thoughts, beliefs, and fears around money and success can help you gain clarity about what is holding you back. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, you can challenge them by writing down counter-arguments and evidence that disproves those beliefs. For example, if you believe that money is scarce, write about times in your life when money flowed easily to you, or when you were able to manifest unexpected financial opportunities. By repeatedly reminding yourself of the abundance that exists in your life, you can begin to change your perspective. The journey of reprogramming limiting beliefs is not always easy, and it requires patience and persistence. There will be moments of doubt and resistance, but it's important to stay committed to the process. The more you practice these techniques, the more you will begin to see the results in your life. Your thoughts will shift, your actions will align with abundance, and your reality will begin to reflect the prosperity you've always desired. In the next chapter, we will explore how our vibrational energy plays a crucial role in manifesting prosperity. How does our emotional frequency impact the opportunities we attract? And what can we do to elevate our energy and align with the flow of abundance? Let's dive deeper into the science of vibration and how it shapes our financial reality. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth and success, while others, despite working tirelessly, can never seem to catch a break? It's as if there's an invisible force at play, something that draws certain individuals into opportunities, while others remain stuck in a cycle of struggle. This invisible force is not magical or arbitrary. It is the energy they emit, their vibrational frequency. In this chapter, we will explore the connection between vibration and prosperity, uncovering how your personal energy can either block or attract the wealth you desire. Everything in the universe is made up of energy. The chair you're sitting in, the air you breathe, and even your thoughts are all forms of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Quantum physics teaches us that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs create a frequency that interacts with the world around us. In essence, we are constantly broadcasting our energy into the universe, and this energy determines the opportunities, people, and experiences that come into our lives. Joe Dispenza, a leading neuroscientist and author, emphasizes that our thoughts and emotions are not just abstract concepts. They are powerful electrical signals that influence the way we perceive the world. These signals shape our personal electromagnetic field, which in turn interacts with the energy of the universe. When we are vibrating at a frequency of abundance, we begin to attract wealth, health, and happiness. However, when our frequency is tuned to scarcity or lack, we attract the opposite: struggles, stress, and financial challenges. Many people fail to recognize the power of their own vibration. They focus on external circumstances, working harder, chasing new business opportunities, or trying to make more money without addressing the root cause, their internal energy. If your energy is misaligned with your desires, no amount of external action will bring lasting prosperity. It's like trying to row a boat upstream against a powerful current. No matter how hard you paddle, you will never get far if you're not in alignment with the flow. One of the most powerful ways to shift your vibration is through your emotions. Emotions are the energetic signals that we send out into the universe. Think about it. When you feel excited, joyful, and grateful, your energy is radiating at a high frequency. This positive energy attracts similar frequencies, bringing opportunities and experiences that align with your desires. On the other hand, when you feel fear, doubt, or frustration, your energy is vibrating at a low frequency, repelling the very things you want to attract. The law of attraction is based on the principle that like attracts like. In other words, the energy you put out into the universe is what you will receive in return. If you constantly feel anxious about money, your mind is broadcasting a frequency of scarcity, and the universe responds by delivering more situations that reinforce that belief. If you feel confident and abundant, however, you attract opportunities that mirror that energy. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of your emotional state and take intentional steps to elevate your vibration. So how do we shift our vibration from one of scarcity to one of abundance? The first step is awareness. You must become conscious of the emotions you are experiencing and the energy you are radiating. Take a moment to reflect on your current emotional state. Are you feeling empowered and open to abundance, or are you weighed down by fear and doubt? By tuning into your emotional frequency, you can begin to identify areas where you are out of alignment with prosperity. The next step is to consciously choose to raise your vibration. One of the most effective ways to do this is through gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that instantly raises your vibration. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what is lacking in your life and instead focus on the abundance that already exists. This simple shift in focus can make a dramatic difference in the way you experience life and the opportunities that come your way. Joe Dispenza teaches that the key to changing your energy is to create new positive experiences that evoke gratitude and joy. This means consciously choosing to surround yourself with things that make you feel good, whether it's spending time with loved ones, engaging in activities that bring you joy, or simply taking time to appreciate the small blessings in your life. By doing so, you create a positive feedback loop that amplifies your vibrational frequency and attracts more of what you desire. Visualization is another powerful tool for raising your vibration. When you visualize yourself living the life of your dreams, experiencing financial freedom, success, and happiness, you are sending out a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive those things. The more vividly and emotionally you experience these visualizations, the stronger the signal you send. This is why visualization is such an important part of manifestation. It helps you align your inner energy with the external reality you wish to create. Another technique for shifting your vibration is meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet the mind and tune into the subtle energy of your body. By focusing on your breath and releasing any negative thoughts or emotions, you can raise your vibration and bring yourself into alignment with your desires. Meditation also helps to clear any energetic blockages that may be preventing the flow of abundance into your life. As you meditate, visualize yourself surrounded by light and love, feeling deeply connected to the universe and its infinite supply of abundance. It's also important to recognize that the process of shifting your vibration is not instantaneous. Just as it takes time for a ship to change course, it takes time for your energy to shift and align with abundance. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Consistency is key. By consistently focusing on raising your vibration through gratitude, visualization, and meditation, you will begin to see the results in your life. As you raise your vibration, you will begin to notice that opportunities start to flow more easily. You will feel more confident, open, and receptive to the abundance that is already available to you. This shift in energy will not only attract financial prosperity, but will also improve other areas of your life, including your health, relationships, and overall sense of well-being. In the next chapter, We will explore how the power of the brain and the mind-body connection can accelerate the process of manifestation. We will delve into the neuroscience behind belief systems and how you can harness the power of your mind to create the reality you desire. Let's continue this journey of transformation and unlock the true potential of your mind. Have you ever felt that despite your best efforts, something invisible is holding you back from manifesting the prosperity you desire? You might work tirelessly toward your goals, but it feels like there is an invisible wall keeping you from reaching the next level of success. The good news is that this wall isn't physical, it exists in your mind. Understanding how the brain works and how it can be rewired for prosperity can help you break through those barriers and unlock a life of abundance. The brain is a powerful organ, but it's also highly programmable. Much like a computer, our brains are filled with programs, thoughts, beliefs, and memories that shape how we perceive the world. These mental programs are not just abstract concepts. They influence our behavior, our emotions, and our ability to manifest the reality we want. The key to manifesting prosperity is to understand how to reprogram your brain, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones that align with your goals. Neuroscience has shown that the brain is capable of forming new neural connections throughout our lives, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that, even as adults, we have the ability to rewire our brains and change the way we think, feel, and act. By consciously choosing new thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we can create new neural pathways that support our desires for prosperity and abundance. This ability to reshape our brains is a game changer in the realm of personal transformation. Joe Dispenza, a leading figure in the field of neuroscience and personal growth, has extensively studied the connection between the mind and the body. He teaches that our thoughts and emotions create an electromagnetic field that influences our external reality. When we think a certain way, we send electrical signals through our brain that affect our energy field. These signals can either align with our desires or block them. If we want to manifest prosperity, we need to consciously change our thoughts to align with abundance and success. The process of reprogramming the brain begins with awareness. The first step is to become aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are limiting you. These may be beliefs you inherited from childhood, societal conditioning, or past experiences that shaped your view of money and success. For example, if you grew up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees or that only lucky people get rich, you may have internalized these beliefs as truths. These beliefs are like mental blocks, preventing you from seeing opportunities and taking actions that could lead to financial success. Once you've identified the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, the next step is to replace them with new, empowering beliefs. This is where neuroplasticity comes into play. By consciously choosing to think new thoughts and focus on the possibilities, rather than the limitations, you begin to form new neural pathways that support your goals. For instance, if you've always believed that money is scarce, you can replace that belief with the thought, "Abundance is everywhere and I am open to receiving it." Rewiring your brain for prosperity also involves changing your emotional state. Emotions play a critical role in shaping our thoughts and behaviors. When you feel fear, doubt, or frustration, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol, which can interfere with your ability to think clearly and make decisions. On the other hand, when you feel positive emotions like gratitude, excitement, and joy, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that promote feelings of well-being and abundance. Joe Dispenza's research shows that when you change your emotional state, you change the electromagnetic field around you. If you are constantly anxious about money or success, your energy will be misaligned with your desires, and you will attract more of the same energy. However, if you can shift your emotional state to one of gratitude and abundance, you begin to resonate with the frequency of prosperity, attracting the opportunities and people that align with that energy. One powerful technique to change your emotional state is to practice mindfulness. By becoming present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, you can create space between your emotions and your reactions. This allows you to choose how you respond to situations rather than being driven by old, automatic emotional patterns. Mindfulness helps you become more aware of when you're slipping into negative thought patterns and gives you the power to shift your focus to thoughts that align with abundance. Visualization is another powerful tool for rewiring your brain. When you visualize yourself living the life you desire, whether it's enjoying financial freedom, experiencing success, or feeling fulfilled in your career, you send a powerful signal to your brain that this reality is possible. Your brain cannot distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences, so when you visualize your goals with strong emotion, you are effectively training your brain to believe that those goals are achievable. The process of rewiring your brain requires consistent practice. It's not enough to simply think positively once or twice. You must make it a daily habit to focus on thoughts and emotions that align with your goals. This consistent effort is what leads to the creation of new neural pathways that support your success. Just as you would exercise a muscle to make it stronger, you must exercise your mind to build the neural connections that support abundance. As you continue to reprogram your brain, you will start to notice subtle changes in your life. You will feel more confident, more empowered, and more open to receiving the abundance that is already available to you. Opportunities will begin to flow more easily, and you will start to attract the people, resources, and experiences that align with your desires. This is the power of neuroplasticity in action, the ability to reshape your brain and your life by changing your thoughts and emotions. In the next chapter, we will explore how the mind-body connection can further accelerate your journey toward prosperity. How can physical practices like meditation, breathing exercises, and movement help to clear energetic blockages and enhance the manifestation process? Let's dive deeper into the integration of mind and body and how it can support your path to financial freedom. Have you ever noticed that sometimes, despite all your efforts, something still feels off? You may be doing all the right things, thinking positive thoughts, working hard, visualizing success, but deep down, you feel disconnected or energetically blocked. This is where the mind-body connection plays a pivotal role. The relationship between your mental and physical states can either propel you forward in your manifestation journey or hinder your progress without you even realizing it. The mind and body are not separate entities. They are deeply interconnected. What happens in your mind directly affects your body, and vice versa. This connection is where energy flows, where emotions are stored, and where blockages can occur. When we experience negative emotions or stress, our bodies respond physically, often by tightening muscles, raising cortisol levels, or creating a sense of discomfort. These physical manifestations of emotional tension can lead to energetic blockages, making it harder to manifest the prosperity you desire. Joe Dispenza, a pioneer in the field of neuroscience and energy medicine, emphasizes the importance of this mind-body connection in his work. He teaches that the energy we hold in our bodies is directly linked to our thoughts and emotions. If we are holding on to unresolved trauma, negative emotions, or limiting beliefs, these energies get trapped in our bodies, creating blockages that prevent us from fully aligning with abundance. The first step in removing these blockages is becoming aware of them. One common manifestation of these blockages is in the form of physical tension. For example, many people carry stress in their shoulders, neck, or jaw. These areas of tension are often tied to emotional states, such as fear, anxiety, or frustration. If you find yourself constantly feeling tightness or discomfort in specific parts of your body, this is a signal that something may be out of alignment. These blockages don't just manifest physically, they also affect the energy you emit, preventing you from attracting the prosperity you desire. The body holds memories, emotions, and experiences that our minds may have forgotten. This is why people often talk about feeling stuck or blocked in certain areas of their lives, even when they consciously feel they have worked through their emotional issues. This phenomenon is referred to as somatic memory, the idea that the body remembers what the mind tries to forget. These hidden emotional scars can create invisible barriers to abundance, making it difficult to manifest the life you desire. One way to clear these blockages and enhance the manifestation process is through body-based practices, such as meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises. These practices help to release trapped energy, calm the nervous system, and bring the body and mind into a state of alignment. When your body is relaxed, your energy can flow freely, allowing you to connect more deeply with your desires and the universe. Meditation is particularly effective in calming the mind and body. By focusing on your breath and gently guiding your awareness to areas of tension in the body, you can begin to release negative energy and shift your emotional state. Joe Dispenza suggests that the practice of meditation can help you break free from the habitual patterns of thought and emotion that are keeping you stuck. Through regular meditation, you can create new neural connections and reprogram your body to respond to life's challenges in a more balanced and harmonious way. Another powerful practice is yoga, which combines movement with breath to release physical tension and balance the energy within the body. Yoga is not just about flexibility, it's a spiritual practice that helps to integrate the mind, body, and spirit. By using specific postures, breathwork, and mindfulness, yoga helps to release stored emotional tension and clear blockages in the body. As you move through the poses, you not only stretch your muscles but also release negative energy that may be holding you back from manifesting prosperity. Breathing exercises are also an essential tool for clearing energetic blockages. Deep, conscious breathing helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's relaxation response. When we are in a state of stress or anxiety, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid, signaling to the body that we are in a state of fight or flight. By slowing down and deepening the breath, we can signal to the body that we are safe, allowing the energy to flow more freely. One simple breathing exercise is the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale for 8 counts. This practice helps to release tension, calm the mind, and promote a sense of relaxation and peace. It's important to note that clearing blockages in the body is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Just as we need to maintain a clean and organized home, we also need to regularly clear the energy and tension stored in our bodies. Consistent meditation, yoga, and breathing practices can help keep your energy flowing freely, making it easier to manifest your desires. These practices also help to build resilience, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. As you begin to incorporate these mind-body practices into your daily routine, you will notice subtle shifts in your energy and emotional state. You may feel more grounded, more centered, and more open to receiving the abundance that the universe has to offer. By releasing physical tension and emotional blockages, you are aligning yourself with the flow of prosperity, creating a clear path for your desires to manifest. In the next chapter, we will explore the importance of consistency and how maintaining a daily practice can accelerate your manifestation journey. How can you stay focused and committed to your goals, even when obstacles arise? Let's dive into the power of consistency and how it can help you create lasting transformation in your life. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that prosperity is not a destination, but a state of being, one that is deeply rooted within you. The transformation you seek begins with the choices you make in each moment, the thoughts you entertain, the emotions you nurture, and the energy you project into the universe. By understanding the power of your mind and body, you've already taken the first steps toward a life of abundance. You are not a passive observer in your life. You are the creator of your own reality, shaping your circumstances through the energy you emit and the beliefs you hold. It is not enough to simply desire prosperity. You must align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the frequency of abundance. This requires constant awareness, dedication, and self-compassion. The road ahead will not always be easy, but with persistence and the right tools, you can break free from the limiting beliefs, negative emotions, and energetic blockages that have held you back. Your mind has the power to change your life, and your body will follow suit. As you continue to rewire your brain, elevate your vibration, and align with the flow of abundance, you will witness the miracles unfold in your life. Trust the process, stay committed to your personal growth, and know that the universe is ready to meet you halfway. Are you truly ready to unlock the prosperity and abundance that's waiting for you? Or are you still holding back? If you're committed to transforming your life, subscribe to the channel now and don't miss out on more life-changing content that will guide you every step of the way. Keep watching the video on the screen, and let's continue this transformative journey together.